Hey guys, it's Ellie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm recommending some books that you must read if you want to become a reader. All these books are extremely interesting and they are from various genres. I hope that I'll be able to give you some books for your reading taste. And note that these are books that I feel if I had read back when I was not even a reader, I would have loved them nevertheless. So it doesn't really matter if you're a reader or not. These books are extremely interesting and even a non-reader can enjoy these as a one-night stand or a one-time read. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into today's video. The first book that I'll recommend is this book called Mindhunter. You guys must know about this series on Netflix called Mindhunter. I started watching it. I couldn't watch it beyond 10 minutes because it was so much to take. By the way, all my ends are getting sort of silenced, I guess, because of the cold I have, so please don't mind. But talking about Mindhunter, you can read this book if you want to because it's out of the world, okay? Anything is better when it's in the book format. I read this book in audiobook format on Storytel, but you can also buy a paperback if you want to. The thing is, when I started reading this, I felt better than how I had felt while seeing it because it was just too graphic for me to take in. But if you have enjoyed the series, I am sure you'll enjoy the book nevertheless. If you want to read it on Storytel, a free trial code of 30 days, storytel.com/Ellie is available in the description. This will give you a 30-day free trial of this and all other audiobooks on Storytel. And a lot of the books that I'm recommending today are from Storytel, so if you wanna, please check it out. The next book that I want to recommend is this book that I recently got at the library, and this book is called Intimacy by Hanif Kureishi. This is so beautiful. It is about a man who's leaving his wife, and this book starts itself on a very sad note. The man is ready to leave, and you know, in the last moments that we have with someone, we never really know that this is the last. Okay, what if you knew the last time you lost someone? What if you knew at the moment when you were with them that this is your last moment with them? Would you do anything differently? Maybe that's something to think about. What if when you're spending time with a loved one, you spend every moment like it's the last? A lot of things will probably change, and even the thought is so beautiful. This book has also given me a lot of lovely things, lines to read, and the best thing about this book is that it encompasses pathetic moments in like one line. You can literally see worlds of years and decades shattering in one line. You can see lives getting ruined in one line. One beautiful, poignant line. And Hanif Kureishi's writing style is, I always wanted to read him, and this is my first, and definitely many more to come, but I'll highly recommend this for those of you who want to read something on the romance, but on a very bad side of romance. It's not really romance, to be honest, but there's something very beautiful about it. The next book is a non-fiction audiobook I'll recommend, and it's called How to Turn Procrastination into Productivity. If you are someone who procrastinates, hello me. I am such a procrastinator. Yes, when I get productive, I get a lot of work done in one day, but when I procrastinate, I do it like a pro, okay? This book will help you to turn your procrastination into your productivity with a lot of suggestions, steps that you can adopt into your life. There are a lot of things that you can do, to be honest. If you want, by the way, I can make a video on this book's title and the summary of it because I found it very helpful, and I think the kind of people that watch my videos might find it helpful as well. So let me know if you want it. But otherwise, you can read this as an audiobook. It's a pretty short audiobook, to be honest, but the things that you learn from this book will help you a lot in turning your procrastination into productivity. The biggest struggle that we probably have in our lives, we are always doing too much, but we are always lagging behind. There's nothing that we are doing well. Make sure that if you are someone like that, you read this book, apply it to your life, and change your life itself. The next two books are two Brian Tracy books, by the way, non-fiction once again. I'm recommending a little bit more on the non-fiction side today because I really feel that if you're not a reader but you want to become one, you probably are looking for reasons to read books, and changing your life, changing yourself, changing your personality is a very, very strong reason. What will happen if you don't grow at all? That's like a life that is at a standstill. Don't be that person. Don't be stagnant. So these two books are called number one, Eat That Frog, which is like the most popular Brian Tracy book. And the next one which I liked was 21 Ways to Get Paid More and Promoted Faster. You can read this book if you have a job, or if you are doing something and you want to make more money, if you want to get promoted, if you want to get paid more, if you want to be climbing up your career ladder, maybe this is the book that you should go for. And let me know how you like it. Brian Tracy's books are always amazing. There are so many Brian Tracy books available on Storytel. I keep reading them all the time, and every book gives me something new. I love Brian Tracy so much, by the way. This man has written like 72 books so far as I know, and all of them are brilliant. Reading Brian Tracy itself makes you more productive. So if you wanna, please pick either of these or both of these or any of Brian Tracy's books. The next book I'll recommend is called The Song of Achilles, and I recommend this book because it has a lot of genres in it, and I'm pretty sure that if you're looking for a good read, if you love YA, or if you want to read YA, if you want to read mythology, if you want to read good fiction, if you want to read anything from the past or anything that will make you feel things about people and just be more empathetic towards people, I think that Madeline Miller's writing style does that very well. You see the characters forming themselves right in front of you in her writing style. The things that happen to them happen to you, and overall she's like a brilliant writer. I recommend Circe too, but for today's video I wanted to recommend The Song of Achilles. The next is a book called Death on the Nile. This is a book by Agatha Christie. I love it so much. Murder on the Orient Express is not a book that impressed me so much, but Death on the Nile did. Also, Witness for the Prosecution is also a book that I'll recommend if you want to start reading with something that is in the mystery genre. I love mystery so much. It's like my favorite genre, and especially when there are people out there or in a place, in a setting, and all of them can be suspects. I love such settings, okay, because it's crazy, okay, and it's one whole different thing to figure out who did it. I love it so much, and I really hope that someday I will be able to understand who is the killer even before reaching like the half of the book. Let me know if you are someone who looks for the killer in a mystery book just when you started as well, like you're suspicious towards everybody. That's a whole different feeling, okay. I recommend two very beautiful graphic novels. Number one, if you're a literature student or are interested in literature, James Joyce, Daughter of Her Father's Eyes, sort of draws a parallel between the writer of this memoir. The graphic memoir genre is developing these days, so it was very new and interesting to read this. By the way, this is how the inside looks like. And it's beautiful. It talks about women, their authority over themselves, their lack of authority over themselves, more than that. And it's just so beautiful. Like, I never knew that a literary book can be written in such a beautiful way, but it has been, and I love it. Next book is also a graphic novel, and this is called Everything We Miss by Luke Pearson. It's so beautiful. It's about all the things that we miss in our journey of life when we are busy looking somewhere else, and there are some beautiful parts in this book. I got this book at the library, by the way, and I'll highly suggest you get it at the library because I guess graphic novels get a bit expensive, and considering this book is so thin, maybe you should not spend that much if you compare price with the number of pages. But if you buy books on quality, you can go for this one in the paperback or hardback format if you wanna. I loved it so much, and there are some parts in this book that are so beautifully well illustrated. I'll leave a few on the screen, and yeah, maybe you should get this one. If you want to become a reader, you can never go wrong with something that is dark and thrilling like You by Caroline Kepnes. I love her books so much. I am currently reading Hidden Bodies, and she's at her best. So yeah guys, these are the books that I'll recommend if you want to become a reader, if you want to make reading a permanent habit. Let me know if these books help. I'm currently reading this book called A Little Life by Yana Gihara. And oh my gosh, I hope that I'll be able to get through. This is a very difficult book to read, people tell me, but also very amazing. And yeah, I just want to be able to enjoy it. Let me know if you have some tips for me to read such fat books. Honestly, I have read fat books, but I always struggle, okay? It doesn't come to me naturally. My favorite books to read are the ones which are between 150 to 250 pages. Let me know if you can relate, because it doesn't take so much time, it's concise, and sometimes you can even finish them in one sitting. So I enjoy that a lot. But people say that it's worth it to read such fat books when they are so popular. I hope that I'll agree. And yeah, I'll be back with another video next week. I hope you liked this one. Give this video a big fat thumbs up if you did. And yeah, see you in my next video. Bye bye.